Hey y'all. Happy New Year. I had to come back with something good. That's why I took a good little minute. Consistency is still key. You know what I'm saying? In the last 2 years, we've been doing nothing but speaking about growth and everything, right? We in 2025. We never stop growing, but at some point we have to sit here and put out all that growth and handle certain situations in a better place than the way we used to. You know what I'm saying? We are not going backwards. All 2025, never looking back. Whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? We can't change that. We could change us going forward, unfortunately, if we ever get back into a situation that broke us. You know what I'm saying? Don't look back and do the shoulda, coulda, wouldas because there's no such thing. If you shoulda, coulda, it's no sense to continue. You can't go back. You can't change anything. Okay, so that's why tonight we are really talking about different breed. And when I say like a different breed, I'm not saying like, yeah, I would have handled that better than you because I'm different. No, because you don't know what that person been through in their lives. That's why they made the choices that they did. It is not your place to say what you would have did differently because you are not that person. Just stick in your lane. That's 2025. Pay attention to you because at the end of the day, events that happen in life, you cannot blame that on anyone. You got to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Let's dive in to this different breed. And what I mean by that, that applies to like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships, friendships, family, it don't matter. Everything. And in terms of a different breed, like I was saying earlier, I'm not trying to sit here and say, oh no, I'm better than you. None of that, because that's not accurate. No one is better than anyone. I don't care how your financials look opposed to mine or what you were given in life, and I had to sit here and work for mine. That does not make me better than you. We need to stop sitting here trying to compare us as a person, the mindset, what we doing and what they doing. That's not how life goes. You can't go through life trying to be better than someone else because unfortunately it be a lot of people out here that's not thinking about you. So it's like you're sitting here creating scenarios in your mind and ain't nobody paying you no mind. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like I always said, like I said before, I'm trying to get out of this mindset and I've been doing really good. But people gonna play you for the rest of life. Okay, that's just the gist of it. People will play with you forever. They're gonna sit here and talk to you in a certain type of way, like you're their child or whatever. Don't nobody got time for that. So, different breed, let me stay on track because that's a totally different topic. So, different breed. In terms of that, you need to come to the understanding that this is you. You are not in competition with anyone. You're a different breed because when you're having conversations with people or you're looking at different scenarios, and in your mind, without actually coming out your mouth and saying it, like, I could have handled this different. No, but it's not you. But we're back to the mental when you're just thinking about it and you're like, wow, that's very unfortunate. Because if it was me, then you go backwards and you think about how you were raised and certain tributes that could have potentially prevented something like this from happening. And that's what I mean when I say a different breed because you got to sit here and think about the way you were raised and how maybe some of your friends, some of your families or whatever, or maybe your partner, it don't matter. Like I said, anybody. And you look at certain situations that come across with them and how they handle it. And then you think about yourself. The different breed. I have to keep emphasizing on this because I do not want anyone thinking because I'm a different breed, I'm better than you. No. When I say a different breed, I take loyalty to a different level. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we are not going backwards. At some point, all of us were young. So maybe we didn't look at loyalty the way we do now. That's where the whole life moments and days and anything in life can change. You know what I'm saying? One day you could be at 100, and then God forbid tomorrow you don't have anything. But with it all, it's through the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do feel like you would not go through certain things in life if there was not a bright end goal for you. I do not believe that. Me personally, I just don't. You can't sit here and say that for the next 3 years, I'm just going to be going through all of this trouble, and like nothing's getting better. No. Maybe you were not the person that you're supposed to be in that moment to receive it all. And if you're thinking about it in a sense like, wow, I'm never going to make it, you keep saying it, you're not going to make it. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Sit in your little corner, cry, pray about it, be mad about the situation. Most importantly, be mad at yourself because you're able to do anything you want to do in life. If you let a little trouble bring you that low and make you that mad, that says a lot right there. Maybe that's why you're not making it right now, because life is nothing but a mountain. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get to, let's put a number on a mountain. You're trying to get to 10 and you're not understanding why you're sitting here stuck at 3. If you give up at 3, how are you supposed to get to 10? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Push, push yourself to keep going. Because if you stop, that is nobody's fault but yourself. You got to think about it like, yo, I am a different breed. This is hard right now. I know it's probably a lot of people out here. When you fail, you stop. That's just not what I'm doing. I'm just not going to stop until I get what I want, until I get where I'm supposed to be. And it's a lot of people out here that like to sit here and be like, wow, that's the self entitlement. I mean, call it what you want to call it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I'm the only one living this life. I'm the only one making the decisions and the choices. When you sit here and you make them choices, you need to deal with them consequences, whether if they're good or bad. You chose to sit here and do certain things. Don't be scared when don't be hurt when things don't turn out the way you thought that they would. Since you are a different breed, you got to take it for what it is and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and let it hold you back, because life will never stop. It doesn't matter. You're trying to figure out why are things so hard and everyone's just moving like nothing is wrong. You got to understand your life is bad right now. Life will keep going. What are you going to do to fix it for you? And that's why I'm saying 2025 is it. Because all of that growth, all of that sitting here and coming to an understanding that, look, if I keep moving this way, if I keep it's messed up though, but if I keep taking things for granted, or maybe one day this will change, maybe things will get better. You got to understand, we do not know how long we have on this earth. You can't sit here and play the whole shoulda, coulda, woulda. You can't do that. It is what it is at this point. You got to deal with it and keep it pushing. If you want to stay in that spot, cool. If anybody's gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna go far in life. If you let failures defeat you that bad, and you didn't even make it where you should be, you're not gonna make it. You're just not. And I am a very positive person. And oh, yeah, let's do personal talk. So I'm gonna talk about myself real quick. So for the longest, I always felt like I'm just like such this nice person and I just want to help everyone out there. And then I would sit here and be mad like, why, when I'm going through rough times, no one's there for me? Hello. It's not a whole bunch of Ginas out here walking around and they're going to treat you the way I treat them. It doesn't work like that. And that's another point. A lot of us feel like the things that we do, the way that we treat people, that we're going to get that in return. Another messed up point. I'm sorry, you're not going to get that in return. I don't care how much you do for a person or how much love there is. Everyone moves the way that they want to move. Just because this is your love language, that doesn't mean that they're going to return it within your love language. Everyone has different love languages. Or maybe they don't even have a love language and they just hit you with a, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. And you get nothing in return. You got to take accountability of that for that. Like if I wouldn't have did it, I wouldn't have felt this way. And just by you feeling that for the first time, you need to move on in life like that. Stop thinking that every time you sit here and help someone out or you help someone's situation that they're going to return. They're going to give you a return. It doesn't work like that. At this point, you got to accept people for who they are. And if that's not you, if you came to the understanding that that's not for you, cool. Call it a day. And like I said, I'm not just talking about friendships. I mean, relationships. This could be friendships. It could be family. It could be anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? And within that, in the same sense, if you're a different breed, I get it. You want to sit here and think about what happened back then. Everyone grows. Maybe they grew and they would never do you like that. Or are you just like, you got a one and done with me? I saw you get down like that. I would never trust you like that. That's cool. You can sit here and I guess speak to someone or just say hi to someone that messed you over because you just know deep down inside you will never look at them like that again. It's no bad blood, no none of that. I just know that I can't trust you with that part of me, and that's okay. I hate it when people come to the understanding that it's a wrap and I can't be around you like that or I don't want to be that close with you anymore. And then people look at it as beef. It's not beef. I'm just saying I do not have to keep you in my life. That's where that self-entitlement comes from. You can't sit here and do me wrong and because of the history, because of, we're family, or hey, we've just been so close. It don't matter. You do me wrong and you push me to the point where I can't even trust myself with you. That's ridiculous. That that's ridiculous. It's cool. It's no bad blood. Like, I love you. I wish you the best in life. But for me right now, we can't do this. I don't want any type of association. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want none of that. Because by me sitting here and talking to you, you're going to bring me backwards. And that's not where I'm trying to move with it. So if you want to sit here and claim, you know what I'm saying, different breed, that growth did work. And the way that I used to be, I've changed. That's great. I've changed too. So, for the little triggers, oh, and before I call it, when it comes down to triggers, you just because you have certain triggers, don't sit here and make the other person feel like, oh no, you can't talk about that because it's going to make me feel some type of way. There is no one out here that's supposed to be responsible for your triggers. That's something you got to take within yourself and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's another episode. So, different breed. If you different, move differently. That's it. So, alrighty, you guys. I will actually, I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night.